Hi everyone. I don't normally make impromptu videos, but I've been away on holiday. And one of the good things about going on holiday, of course, is coming back to this. I could barely get my front door open. I've been a busy boy. So I'm going to share my haul in the past week. Some of them I ordered while I was on holiday. Some of them I was waiting to arrive when I got home. So they've all waited nicely for me in my hallway for almost a week now, while I was in Belfast seeing my family after a long time. So I'm back. So basically, let me start unboxing, as they say. So we have, oh yes, this is nice. I resisted getting this one because I wasn't sure if I really liked the film enough. However, when I watched someone's review on this, I definitely changed my mind and I got it. It's this. And it's got a slipcover as well. I'm delighted. I thought I wasn't going to get one. Event Horizon. I think you either love it or you hate it. I just have a thing about this film. I want to try it again because I saw it many years ago, and of course I actually have it, I think, on Blu-ray in my collection downstairs. But there's something about this film and Sam Neill's performance in this film that I think is very special. And of course the special features are really good. It's from a 4K original camera negative scan, audio commentary with the director, Paul W.S. Anderson, not to be confused with Paul Thomas, of course, and the producer Jeremy Bolt, making of Event Horizon, 5-part documentary. So I think there's a lot of stuff thrown in here, really, in this release. I was intrigued by this because I really loved Irreversible by Gaspar Noé. So I got Enter the Void, which apparently is another zany movie of his. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. It says, exceptional, the work of an artist who's trying to show us something we haven't seen before. I hope I haven't seen it before as well. So there you go. That's Enter the Void, Gaspar Noé. I Can't Buy Love, his other movie, apparently, because a lot of people have said that the 3D version is the only version in this set, and when you play the 2D disc, it's 3D as well. Now, I'd love someone to confirm in the comments if you know something I don't hear about Gaspar Noé's Love, because I'd like to see Love, but to be honest, I'm not sure if I could sit through a 3D Blu-ray. Definitely not without a 3D TV. I used to have one, but I sold it recently. So I don't want the image to be sort of shifting all the time when I'm trying to watch it. Of course, as you know from my channel, I'm absolutely nuts on Criterion. And this one I hadn't got in my collection, but I certainly now do. And it's Magnificent Obsession. It was a fantastic career launcher, really, for Rock Hudson. Put him on the map, really, as far as Hollywood leading men goes. And this is a fantastic movie, directed by Douglas Sirk. I really have wanted this for some time. Now, I wasn't going to buy this one either, but I thought, you know what? I do like Guy Ritchie. So I got Wrath of Man. Oh, and it's got a slipcover as well. So this one was an eBay purchase. It was a bit cheaper than it would be in Best Buy or Target or places like that in America. So obviously it took a little while to ship over, but it arrived while I was on holiday. There's the rear of it there. If you want to see the cover, I'll just bring it up closer to the camera so you can read the details. Sorry about the sheen, but I don't want to take the shrink wrap off them all. It'll take me forever otherwise. So apparently it's quite an interesting film. I do like Guy Ritchie. I loved The Gentleman, of course. That was fantastic. And obviously this is his film that came after that, really. Jason Statham, of course, is the star of that. He's a bit of a Guy Ritchie go-to be honest, isn't he? He was great, of course. I recently bought the 4K of Snatch, and he was great in Snatch. Underdogs. Now, apparently, it contains exclusive art cards, so I will actually open this one. Scissors here. Yes, Sandra scissors. So let me just cut this open and let's have a look at these art cards. it just was an interesting sort of film to me, and I saw it advertised on Amazon, and I thought, I'd go, oh yes, they're very nice actually. There you go. I'll not take the strip off them, and as you can see, they're quite nice art cards. They've actually got the name of the director of the film written on the back. I'll show you that in a second. Oh, the slip is coming off. Let me show you them properly. There we go. So these are the art cards. With underdogs, they're not bad at all, actually. I mean, a lot of these art cards, you just put them back in the Amaray case and you never look at them again. They all look like that on the back, by the way. So, undergods. I said underdogs. Sorry, undergods. I should correct myself there. There is the rear of that. And as you say, it has a nice slip cover as well. I do like me slip covers. Strip, rip the strip, rip the strip. Oh yes, this is a new release. Retro Movie Zone looked at this on his review. Hi there. And I bought it as well when I saw his review. I was intrigued by this because obviously Cliff Richard has been in a few films. Espresso Bongo was one of them. Summer Holiday, of course. And this one, Take Me High. It's a 70s movie. Debbie Watling, Hugh Griffith, and of course the irrepressible George Cole, the minder himself, or not the minder, but the one who was being minded, if you know what I mean, in the TV series. So this sounds quite interesting. There's a few songs in this. They're not fantastic, but Cliff Richard wasn't too bad. He was used fairly liberally in films in the 50s and 60s and obviously early 70s. I know nothing about this movie. I've not watched any trailers. I've not watched any reviews. I want to see this for myself. I'm certainly very much intrigued by what I can expect here, because obviously I don't think it resembles anything to do with 101 Dalmatians, but obviously this character Cruella is based on Cruella de Vil. But I do like Emma Stone as an actress, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this has got to offer. There's the back of the slip there, and as you can see, a few features on there, and I do love this red and the black and white of her hair there. It really is very striking as a slip cover, and I do like the colours on that particularly. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that little baby. Okay, rip the strip again. Aha, okay, this one hasn't got a slip cover, but I just love this. Police Squad, the TV series. I think there was 6 of them made. And obviously the films, I think there's 3 films, isn't there? Police Squad 2, Police Squad 33 and a third, I think it is. Obviously this is the Police Squad series, I think, that came before all the films. And I just absolutely love the character of Frank Drebin. It's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to having a real good laugh and chuckle with these. 6 episodes, I say, of this American TV show, Police Squad. This is directed by Andrea Arnold, who brought us Fish Tank. And this is Red Road. Now, it's BAFTA, BAFTA Carl Foreman Award winner 2007. So it's not a new film by any means. And it says on this, the remarkably chilly thriller, unbearable suspense, Kate Dickie is magnificent. I don't know anything about this movie, but I really was intrigued to see it because it was directed by Andrea Arnold. So that will be really interesting to see. Red Road. Just something different. I like to sometimes choose something different. Now these accursed things here come from YHD. The problem I've got with these is that they're just sealed all the way round, and you have to be really careful sometimes when you open them, because you can inadvertently, if you tear them like this, you can end up actually tearing down the slip covers of the Blu-rays inside. You have to be really, really careful when you cut these things open, and you have to sort of almost deconstruct them. I've done it wrong again, where there's a little gap here, and then you just try and do this with them, sort of prise them apart, obviously it's this packaging they use to save money, because all the stuff from YHD is basically free post. So they have to save money some way or another. And inside this, when you finally get the darn thing open, is the lovely movie, which I am so pleased it came out finally on Blu-ray, a decent version, Mummy Dearest. This is a stellar performance here from the wonderful Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford. And of course, the history of Joan Crawford speaks for itself. There's this business, I think, about wire hangers in the film, of course. She absolutely hated wire hangers to the point of almost going nuts. And of course, I think part of the advertising campaign, I believe, actually sent out hangers with the discs to people, which is really cool. So there's special features on this release. I think it's a Paramount Presents title, I believe, and of course we get them eventually. We're here in the UK as HMV premiums, so who knows, this might hit our HMV catalogue over here, Mummy Dearest. This, I got this because of the Tokyo Olympics. This, of course, is I think it's the 1965 Tokyo Olympics. Konichikawa directed this film, and it's a historical testament of that particular Olympic Games in well, it says 65. Technically it was 64, of course, because they always take place on a leap year. So this was released the year after the Olympic Games, I'm assuming. 64 must be the summer of 64. So obviously there's an audio commentary on this. There's also an introduction to the film, 80 minutes of additional material from the Tokyo Games, and a new introduction by Koei. Konichikawa, archival interviews with him, new documentary about him, featuring interviews with a camera operator and his longtime collaborator, Chitsuko Osada, and the director's son, Tatsumi Ichikawa. Wow, sounds fantastic. I have the other Visions of 8 release. That was the Munich Olympics from '72, which came out in Criterion very recently. This, of course, came out last year, I believe, Tokyo Olympiad. I've been holding off getting this for ages and ages and ages. And again, because of that price matching between Amazon and Barnes & Noble in the US, I finally plumped for it. It was only about $17. Rip the strip, rip the strip, rip the strip. There we go. Oh yes, I saw a documentary about Vincent Minnelli. So I got Gigli, as you do. He's a fantastic director, and obviously this fantastic film has a brilliant cast in it, superb songs, wonderful, wonderful Technicolor extravaganza, this movie. And this is something I spotted on Amazon, a decent enough price. As you can see, it's not from England, but it doesn't matter because it's got a great cut of the movie on there and special little features as well. Of course, it's all in German on the back, but then it's from Germany. Why wouldn't it be? But of course, it's got an English soundtrack on it in 5.1 surround sound, so that's good enough for me. Oh, here to next Christmas opening these things. See, this is why I don't tend to do unboxings much, because it's too much hassle, and there's paper and cardboard everywhere. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was. This is out already in the UK as a BFI release. It came out a little while ago, a couple of years back, and it's of course the fantastic Hirokazu Korieda's Afterlife. This is the Criterion release. And the reason why I bought this, I've already got the BFI one. I think I mentioned actually that in my last Criterion video for August. It's just a fantastic movie. You must take a look at this, folks. It is absolutely brilliant. He's a brilliant director, I think, anyway. The Shoplifters film from a few years back, superb. And this is from 1998, it's 119 minutes, and you really will go to a different place if you watch this movie. It's just pretty much takes you to a new area that you maybe never visited before. and never even considered really about life and why we're on the planet and what we take with us when we leave, etc., etc. Just can't recommend this film enough, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've done with the 2K digital restoration here, and it was approved by Hirokazu Koreeda himself, so that will be really worth a watch. So let's have a look at this. Oh yes, this is one I spotted because it's a BFI release, and I came across this purely by accident because I found out that an actor I know was in this in a very, very small role. So I thought, you know what? It was actually, now this is crazy, I know, that this actor would have been in this, but basically, Hugh Hudson directed this, and it's Revolution with Al Pacino. This is a nice release. I think it's a Blu-ray and DVD dual format edition. There's a book and everything inside. I'll just show you the rear of the slip. I'm not going to take the plastic wrapping off it just yet. Produced by Irwin Winkler, incidentally. Of course, we all know he was the Fonz in Happy Days. That's unusual. So basically, it's a film I think that sort of has a bit of a reputation, I suppose, as being a bit of a, you know, I don't know, a hack thing. But I've always quite liked it, and I've always quite liked Al Pacino in it. Okay, so the first one out of the pack is fresh out of the box today. It's a UK release of Sparrow from the Book of Saw. Chris Rock stars in this, of course. I've ignored all the sort of derogatory rumours about this. Basically, it's boring. It's nothing like Saw. It's boring. I'm going to give it a go, make my own mind up. I do like the cover. I think the green and the yellow there is really cool. I love that red Sparrow on his face as well. Really like that. That looks like a really nice 4K treatment there. I'm hoping it's going to look as good as it certainly looks on the outside when I play it on my 4K player. So yeah, that's brand new out today, the 16th of August. That's Sparrow from the Book of Saw. And being a big BFI fan, as you know from the other section of my channel, I do a monthly BFI preview video out today. Very excited to finally see this on Blu-ray and a version that is really going to be worth watching. It's Sidney Lumet's 1964 film, The Pawnbroker. Now, I went through this in great detail on my channel. You'll see, in fact, a link to that video where I mentioned that in more detail at the top of the screen now. But I can tell you now, this film is probably one of my favourite Sidney Lumet's films. A lot of people think, oh, 12 Angry Men's got to be his best. This gives it a big run for its money. Rod Steiger's fantastic in this movie. Absolutely superb. Never got an Oscar, was nominated, never won one. He did get a BAFTA the following year though, which was good. But suffice to say, this film is absolute classic gold from 1964. Thoroughly recommend it. The Pawnbroker, Sidney Lumet. So that's my stash that I all opened up after my holiday, and I'm very pleased, of course, to be home. Next time I'll see you all, it will be in September for our Criterion September video, and we'll be bringing you right up to date with the very exciting news of the titles they've decided to bring out on 4K. It's all out there now, so it won't be news from that point of view for people watching my channel. It'll be a sort of reminder of what's coming out. But obviously I'll be looking at all the titles coming out in September on Criterion, touching on that 4K news. And of course, as always, I wish you all the very best of health and keep watching those amazing movies.